You should get notification anyway, I think. Perfect. Okay, let's do this. And so it's another beautiful Friday, which is always the benefit of having Friendly Fridays on a Friday, because then I know it's almost the end of the week and we're all in desperate need of it. Well, at least I am. Maybe you're not, but I totally am. So I'm sure we'll hear from Tamryn in a bit about her week. But yeah, so thanks for joining us this Friendly Friday with the Marketing Lifeline, where like-minded business owners just come to share alike and also inspire. And today we're joined by the lovely Tamryn Dix from Pharsyde Business Solutions. So thank you so much for joining us, making the time out on your busy schedule today to come and share with us.
Oh, such a pleasure, Megan. Thank you for having me.
Awesome, thanks. And we look forward to what you have to share with us. So yeah, let's quickly jump into a very short bio of Tamryn, and always whenever I read her bio, I always read the accidental accountant and think to myself, I just love that. But yeah, a true story, and we'll find out soon. So Tamryn is an accidental accountant who set out to be a successful business owner, and very fast discovered that being a business owner is much harder than she thought, which I think is definitely something a lot of us do experience on our journey. After 3 rounds of burnout, Tamryn decided that something had to change. So she reevaluated everything in her life and changed the way she did things. She managed to restructure her business into an actual business, not just a job. Loved that. Huh? Isn't that amazing? Restructured your business into something that's not a job, because didn't we leave our jobs to become entrepreneurs? Anyway, that can happily run without her. Now, as the co-owner of the Munching Mongoose, the owner of Cerebral Online, Pharsyde Accounting, Pharsyde Solutions, and the creator of Pharsyde Business Builder. Sure, okay, all at once, right? And she teaches other business owners how to do the same. So I think we're in for a lot of key insights, although we don't have all of Tamryn's time, but we're at least going to get as much as we can in the short time we do have. So, wow, Tamryn, I don't know quite how. No wonder you're doing your interview on the road, because with a handful of businesses like that, I'm sure your time is of essence. So let's jump straight into the questions then for us today. So we always like to start with your little journey as well, because you have inspired us already by saying you've made mistakes, and I think that's quite an important thing for all of us to know. But tell us a little bit about Pharsyde Business Builder and how this one actually came to be.
Well, Megan, you read in the little bio there that I went through three bouts of burnout before I realized that something needs to change, because clearly I'm a slow learner. Because I never had a problem with working hard. So I was quite happy to just keep slogging away at everything. But I learned eventually that working hard is not enough if you're working the wrong way. And that was, I think, one of the biggest mindset shifts that changed things for me in terms of business. And that's where that little seed began for the Pharsyde Business Builder, this understanding that I'm not the only business owner who does this, who just pushes and pushes and pushes and operates in their area of expertise, because we've all got an area of expertise. And we think, this is what I did, I'm a good accountant, I can run an accounting company. But it's not the same thing. You know, being good at what you do is an entirely different skill set from running a business. It's a reason why the title CEO exists. It's a job in itself. It's a skill set in itself to run and manage a business. So, you know, it took me a while to learn the skills that are required to actually set up a viable business. Mm-hmm. And being an accountant, I work with a lot of businesses, a lot of small businesses, and it's quite comforting actually to see that they're all doing the same mistakes that I made, and made me feel a little bit less stupid after 3 bouts of burnout. I was like, all right, I'm not the only one. So, but it also made me realize I'm not the only one who needs help. So I began to incorporate that sort of coaching and that help into the services we provided in the accounting firm, in terms of helping you set up the right systems and helping you actually manage a business the way that you should. But those services are expensive. if you do one-on-one coaching, you're getting 15 years of experience and knowledge that I've built up. It takes time. It's not something that I can help a lot of people with in a short period of time. And I kept thinking there's got to be a better way to get this information out there and to help more people. And eventually I bit the bullet and launched the Builder due to some encouragement from the network that we're both part of. Let's Explore Protech. They were like, you should. And I said, all right, I'm gonna. And we did. So we've got this platform that provides training for business owners in virtually every level of business, because I kind of believe you can never stop learning as a business owner. But we are focused, obviously, at the moment on the core principles of business and what it takes to actually create a business, as opposed to, like I said, a job, because we do tend to just create our own jobs. And that's, basically how we ended up here.
Okay, awesome. So I think that's a very real story that a lot of us go through, feeling like, as you said, leaving your job as an expert in something, assuming we can just create that our business, and actually along the way we realize we need the finance, we need the marketing, we need the business expertise, we need the partnerships, we need it all, and we can't do it on our own. So I think it's a journey that you've taken that's kind of logically come together, starting from your journey and then now sharing it and growing it into the Business Builder, which is also another platform which we're going to chat about in a bit. But let's just look at training as kind of the kind of topic of today, and continuous learning, because I guess also that's just going back to the step about being, an expert in your industry and then kind of creating your business. People are going, well, how, is it necessary to continue? So now that you are in business, we all kind of are, to hopefully build the business of their dream and not a job. How do you help businesses or entrepreneurs?
Well, Pharsyde as a group offers a range of services. So it really depends on where you are as a business. But we do the accounting, compliance, legal stuff that you need, in order to not get into trouble with your locality. And then we do a lot of advisory services, like helping with your cash flow forecasting and your budgeting, KPIs, your performance management. We do a profitability enhancement service, all sorts of things like that. So there's that side of things. And then, of course, if you're starting out and you're unsure, we've got the full Business Builder training series. The membership will give you weekly training, but we've also got training courses that you can do with us one-on-one if you need to. So there's an entire range, actually, of business support services that we offer as a group.
Okay, awesome. But the Business Builder, is that more the kind of training side that allows people to continue training? Okay,
yes,
so let's talk a little bit about why, I know you obviously help people put businesses together as well, but why the continuous training? Why do you believe entrepreneurs, no matter where they are in their business, beginning or kind of more advanced, need this continuous learning?
I suppose it's just personal experience. It was a realization that, the fact that I could run a business for 10 years and burn out 3 times before I improved the way I was doing things. And that's because I learned something. So after 10 years of actually running a business, things that I learned in the 10th year made a difference in the 11th. And things I learned in the 11th year made a difference in the 12th. And we keep going. And every year I managed to improve the businesses that I run because of things that I learned. And I think it's something we don't value enough as business owners, that you don't know what you don't know. So if you're not open to continually learning, you don't even realize you need to learn something. And that's in terms of, especially for business management. If I want to be a good accountant, I just have to learn accounting. It will help if I learn a bit of economics and I understand the business world and I get a bit of experience. But really, my focus needs to be accounting to be a good accountant. But if you want to be a good business owner, you've got to understand the entire business. You've got to understand every function in your company. Even if you're not going to fill it yourself, you need to know what it does, because how else do you know if it's successful or efficient or making you money or costing you money? So the more you learn, the better that you will be at managing your business and making more money.
Totally. Yeah, you mentioned something, you know, you don't know what you don't know. And I think that's also very, very valid is again, we go into these opportunities of launching our own businesses because we're an expert in something. We kind of think we know everything. We realize we don't, but then at the same time, we also don't know what we don't know. And I think through the process of learning, as you've mentioned, we start realizing these things, and it broadens our horizon, and it just gives us more of a professional outlook, because talking to clients as well, you kind of come across as this person with knowledge. You know, you're not kind of focused on one area specifically as your expertise, but rather enhancement. And also even in marketing, you know, we need to learn and continue to learn kind of the trends, you know, what's working now versus what worked 20 years ago and what continues to change. And it's the same for you, you know, it doesn't matter which industry. And so, and again, I know you kind of do also bring specialists to the field. So you're also presenting specialists in each of those areas to offer training, which is also then again bringing up people up to speed to continue the training journey. So let's quickly go on to the next part, because my question is, okay, fair enough, I need to continue my training, but like, where do I fit this in? Like, I'm trying to run a business and I'm trying to be successful and make money, and now you're telling me I need to spend money to continue to train. So I like to always ask for some tips, because we know what we need to do, but just help us maybe. What top tips do you have for entrepreneurs or business owners to make, you know, learning a part of their day-to-day to-do list or weekly or monthly to-do list? How do they fit it in?
Yeah, look, I think it's the biggest mindset that you have to shift. It was one that I had to shift. It was an understanding that I am my company's biggest asset. If I collapse, and I mean, this is something I learned through burnout. If I collapse, the business goes down with me. I've got to look after myself. And that was when I learned that, it was in relation to my physical and mental health. But as that improved and grew, and then I started to learn things, I realized it's also about education. It's also about improving myself. If I improve myself, I improve my business. And that makes it a business necessity for me to keep growing. And because of that, because I value it, because I see it as a core value in my business, I make the time for it. So part of it is getting your mind set towards training, right? And that it's not something that takes your time. It's something that is vital to your success. But also, I think it is a problem. We have two problems as business owners with training, and it's money and it's time. So my first tip would be, you don't actually have to pay for training. You will get, unfortunately, you get what you pay for. So yes, if you pay, you're going to get a better level of training. And like why we have the builder is to give you some form of guidance, because like we said earlier, you don't know what you don't know. So we open you up to things that you maybe didn't consider. And that's where paid training is useful. But there is so much available online in YouTube, and just articles and free books and free workshops. And I mean, LinkedIn has got free workshops every single day. So if money is an issue, identify the areas in your business that you feel are weak, and Google the answer. Google, say, I am weak in, and you'll be amazed at what Google comes back with and what free information comes back. So that would be my first tip, is it doesn't have to be paid. Yes, you're going to get a better deal. You're going to get there faster if you pay. But if you don't have the money, look for the free option. And secondly, schedule it. Because if you don't schedule that time into your calendar, you're not going to do it. You're just not going to do it. There's so many other things that take our time away from us. Important things. There's things going on in your business. You've got clients demanding things. You need to make money. You need to take care of people. You've got your personal life to take care of. There are things that are going to take your time if you don't actually make a habit of going, Tuesday morning from 9 to 11, I am learning something. Or if you join the builder, it's Thursday morning from 10 to 11:30. You can come learn with us. But schedule it.
Yeah. Agreed. I think, yeah, for me, it's definitely the time and the money factor. Well, for most people, I think, as you said, so thanks for sharing those two key points. It doesn't have to cost you money, and time-wise, everything takes time, but you've got to schedule it. Otherwise, it won't.
And as I said, that mindset of realizing that, yes, I have to spend time on this, but that time is going to improve me and therefore improve my business. And then down the line, probably save me time and save me money.
Because it's going to teach you to be smarter, right? And not work hard and have burnout. We'll also have to talk about burnout, because I think entrepreneurs sometimes they can't relate, or they don't know exactly what burnout is. Like, is this a sense of burnout? Not sure. Hang on, let's carry on. Oh, am I experiencing burnout? Anyway, topic for another day, because I know that is something that Tamryn has shared with us before. But in my last question, the opinion one, in your opinion, do you believe that entrepreneurs who continue to upskill and will achieve better results to entrepreneurs who don't? I think you've answered it for us, but maybe just in closing for us today, let us know what your thoughts are around that.
Yes, well, the simple answer is yes. I would just say from my own experience, like I said, every year my business gets better because I've learned something about how to run it. And, sometimes it's a little thing. Sometimes it's this tiny thing that you just didn't realize you needed to know. And when you tweak it, it makes a massive difference. And yes, your profitability will improve, your efficiency will improve if you keep on learning. Because apart from just improving yourself, the world changes all the time. And that's something we learned the hard way in 2020. The whole world got hit really hard by a change that no one expected. And that was a big one. But there's little changes all the time. And if you're not learning, if you're not continuously keeping an eye on your industry and on business and on the world and improving your knowledge and adding to your skill set, you're going to be left behind. And if your competitors are learning and you're not, you're going to lose out. So I definitely believe that continuous learning is a very important part of success for an entrepreneur.
Definitely. And I think also with today, everything's so accessible. If you are not doing it, you will be left behind because you actually have no excuse, right?
Yeah, exactly. Yeah.
Awesome. Well, that's been so nice sharing with you. And thank you for giving us some key insights today. I think your tips were very well worth listening to, because it just reminds us again, stop making excuses and just do it. And if you think you know it, just go and check, because we probably don't.
Megan, for anyone who is listening, you said there the question of burnout. We're actually doing something different for the Business Builder for August. So we always do weekly training, but I normally have a topic, and we have different experts every week. Our topic for August is resilience, but instead of having the different experts, it's all me next month. And we're doing an open month, so anyone can come to every single week, and I'm doing a burnout workshop. So 4 weeks of what is burnout, how you deal it, the whole thing. So yes, if anyone does need more information around that particular topic, please, it's free. Just come and join us, and I'll share the details with you.
Awesome. I definitely think it's something I need too, because as I said, I want to be able to recognize, am I close to, am I in it? Awesome. Thanks so much again, Tamryn. And just for everyone watching, if you're watching live or rewatching, please go and subscribe to my channel. We bring great content on a weekly basis. And keep learning, as we've discussed today. It's only going to improve your business and your life. So thanks so much to everybody again on this awesome Friendly Friday. Wishing you a very nice weekend. And thanks again, Tamryn. And I'll see you guys same time, same place next week. Ciao.
Thanks, Megan.
Cheers, and toot away.